everybody, and thank you for joining us back here at Jackpot Digital's channel. We're, of course, sitting here once again with Jake. We wanted to have a dialogue today about the digital gaming and gambling industry. But first off, Jake, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, Michael. Thanks.
Good, glad to hear it. So I was reading some articles and people were asking, like, why is the popularity of online gambling and gaming growing? So, Jake, I wanted to pitch this question to you, seeing as how you're in the perfect position to answer this.
Well, first of all, the technology is getting better and better. So what you're getting is fantastic technology and the ease of use and the convenience of being able to do it when you want, wherever you want from. So that's first of all. Online has, of course, become very popular over the last 2 decades. So online gaming is exploding and it will continue to grow, in my opinion. What's interesting to see is how casinos at the land-based level are now adapting to that online growth by still, people still want to have that social atmosphere you get or that buzz when you go to a casino, when you play with other people or against other people. And so you're starting to see the products become more and more digitized. And we've seen a lot more digital tables. For many reasons, the technology, of course, has got better. So people don't mind the technology. In some cases, it's an added plus or a big bonus over the traditional dealer. In many ways, the casinos actually prefer it. The casinos prefer it because they can make a lot more money. They have less expenses and less operational headache. And I can tell you specifically how in a moment.
Fair enough. It's definitely more convenient in a lot of ways. And as you said, with the technological growth, people are less upset with the transition over to some degree. And I imagine security has increased significantly when it comes to these versus traditional too. So by all means, dive in some more.
Well, absolutely. The security, which you just touched upon, we can track everything. So there's really very little chance of collusion, or less chance of it at least. As far as money laundering is concerned, we have more of a record of what's going on. And the people like to be cashless. These tables now give you that option where you don't need cash all the time, where everything can be recorded on a card. But again, the bigger macro picture is the casinos make more money. For instance, with our product, the Jackpot Blitz, we have what we call a Goldilocks opportunity, where we're the only ones in the world that are really certified at the land-based level with our Jackpot Blitz dealer's product. So we can deal more hands per hour, usually up to 30 to 50% more hands than a traditional dealer can. Second, you don't need a dealer, which is a huge part of the operational expense. And from that standpoint, the casinos are absolutely like it. It's not only do they have to have that expense, they don't have that operational headache. It's very difficult to find staffing, and it's become even more so now because of COVID. On top of that, people like playing these games, and they're able to play these games many more. Like if you go to a poker room, for instance, if a player is not in a hand, which is very often the case, he's on his computer or on another device playing or getting action. Where with our product, there's multiple ways of keeping the player engaged and multiple revenue streams. So that's why the Jackpot Blitz is very endearing, not only to the casino, but to the players themselves. And as the technology gets better, you're able to do more and more things. Michael, think of our product, the Jackpot Blitz table, as a smart table disguised as a poker table. That's what I would best describe it as. There's so many other options or entertainment features built in that you can preoccupy yourself while you're not playing a specific hand. And of course, when you are playing that hand, not only is the hand going a lot faster, a lot smoother, there's no mistakes. On top of that, you don't have to tip the dealer, which is a big consideration for a lot of serious poker players. The fact that you're getting more action all the time really makes things more interesting for everyone concerned.
Yeah, you can definitely you definitely don't get that versatility in traditional gaming that you get with these digital tables. It's just the amount of versatility that you guys actually have in one table is pretty staggering versus what someone would have at a traditional setting. All right, Jake, I guess to sum things up, it's much more convenient for both people involved, both parties, both the players and the casinos, or the people running the tables. You don't got to tip a dealer, you don't got to pay a dealer if you're the casino. The games go much faster, much easier for them to roll over multiple games, and the players themselves can do multiple things on the table as opposed to just being stuck playing the one game with the other people there. So, Jake, I think you guys are in a really good position to go forward. Is there anything else you want to add before we go?
Well, Michael, you hit the nail on the head. You basically summarized it perfectly. The only thing I could also add is that you can add more games that you necessarily wouldn't have even offered in the first place because you've got a library of content. So one night, if that specific game is too slow and people want to try something new, you're able to do that. So the versatility is there, and everything else you described also holds true. So you pretty much summed it up.
Wonderful. Yeah, yeah, you're 100% correct though that the X factor is this can continue to grow and continue to offer people more of what they want over time. So yeah, you've really nailed all the spots here and what people are looking for, which I think really does answer the question, why is this growing? So Jake, thank you so much for coming on.
Michael, I just wanted to add, besides everything you just said, as technology just gets better and better, the real live table game is simulated through this technology. So you're getting the benefit of the exact same experience, but without any mistakes, and just you're getting more of the action. So technology, the improvement in the technology world is really making that transition happen a lot faster than a lot of people can imagine.
That's very true. Very true. Well, Jake, again, thank you so much for coming on, and thank you everyone for watching. If you have any questions about this or about how technology is implemented in the gambling industry or in the digital gaming industry, let us know and we'll happily dive into them. But for now, stay tuned. We'll get you some more news over the wire as soon as it comes in. Jake, again, thank you for your time today.
Thanks, Michael.